The United States of America is one of the most powerful and richest countries on the face of the earth. With a very huge and diverse population, money, resources, and functional institutions, the United States has enjoyed growth and prosperity for an extended period of time. But this was not always the case in the past. There were other bigger, richer, and more powerful countries and empires. It is nevertheless important for us to understand how the United States became a global superpower. In particular, it is important for us to understand if this was done the right or the wrong way. It is also important for us to understand how the country has been able to maintain that position. In this special episode of the book series, we learn about a new course, Imperial America, the United States and the World from 1898 to present. This is a 4 credits course that you can sign up for by clicking the link that is right in the description panel on the upload for this video. Professor Chris, thank you so much for making the time. You are a regular on this show, so I'm very much happy to have you. I know you are a busy man, but I'm happy about this course, and we are happy to talk about it with the variety of students that we have that follow the program and that watch the series. So I just want you to start by introducing yourself and tell us what have you been teaching in the past, what books have you written, what research have you been doing?
Thanks, Anotida. I'm Chris Appy. I'm a professor of history at the University of Massachusetts, and the course I'm teaching this spring is called Imperial America, United States and the World from the late 19th century to the present. Most of my scholarship has been about the American War in Vietnam. I have a course on that subject. And I think what's excites me about this course is that it's a general education class designed for students in all fields. There are no prerequisites. You don't have to have taken even one history class before to be admitted. All you really need to bring is curiosity about how the United States exercises its power and influence around the world. And I don't think anything could be more timely, given the ongoing wars throughout the Middle East and in Europe, and this course will, I think, help raise the kinds of questions about the role of American foreign policy, its causes, its conduct, and its consequences. And it has a real focus on challenging what I see as the key ideological underpinning of American foreign policy, really going out back throughout our history, which is this idea of American exceptionalism, the idea that the United States, the faith really, that the United States is the greatest force for good in the world, or as some of our policymakers have sometimes described us, the indispensable nation, which I personally think is a very problematic term, because if one nation,
why do you say that?
if one nation is indispensable, what does that make all the other nations?
Well, yes.
The opposite of indispensable is dispensable. So why is it that we have to stand above other nations? Why is it that we have to and continue to spend more on the military than the 9 other most militarized countries in the world combined? Are we making the world safer and more secure by maintaining 750 military bases on foreign soil. Is the world safer because we continue to run military exercises and operations in 2/3 of the world's countries every year? So this course will really challenge students to, think about our role in the world, and are we in fact living up to our claim that we are, our foreign policy is based on the desire to spread democracy and freedom and human rights, or as our current Secretary of State Tony Blinken constantly says, that we are supporting a rules-based international order, without ever acknowledging that the United States, throughout this history that this course will be treating, has continually broken the rules of international conduct. It did it with its invasion of Iraq in 2003. It did it in Vietnam in multiple ways. It did it in the Caribbean when it tried to assassinate Fidel Castro. It overthrew governments in Guatemala, in Iran, in Nicaragua, going back Hawaii in the late 19th century, which is really where we kind of start the course.